What's going on, brother? I'm doing great, my brother.
All right, so to people who's listening, we did miss last week, but the reason why we didn't have an episode last week is because I was in Houston for a baby shower. And I realized something, man. I learned a lot about myself. I learned that Houston is heaven. They just spelled differently, bro. It's just spelled differently, bro. Like, everything I need is in Houston, man. Everything I need. Food. The weather is decent enough. The women are immaculate.
Thick.
Yeah. It's something in the water out there, bro. It's different. And the clubs, the bars. Oh, you know me. I'm a simple man, bro. You got cheap drinks, delicious wings, and things I can look at. I don't need much more, bro. And I got the perfect combination, bro. So me being out there and I realized a lot too, right? Because I was trying to find somebody to roll with, you know what I'm saying? Because me and my girl, she couldn't go no more. So I was trying to, like, last second, trying to find somebody like, hey, anybody want to slide? Anybody want to slide? Nobody could slide. Nobody, it was just the last fucking day. Nobody could get the fucking day off. I was like, all right, fuck it. But in doing that, and because nobody could fucking do it, or nobody could slide, I was like, all right, fuck it. I got to learn that traveling by yourself kind of lit, though, bro.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, it's really lit. Like, you get to enjoy yourself. You get to be by yourself. You get to be in your own thoughts. You know what I'm saying? You could go at your own pace.
Yep.
You got nobody rushing you to get to the fucking airport and this, that, and the third. Like, you can just move in your own thing. And I want to start doing that some more, dog. Like, I know you, because you remember you used to work at JetBlue.
Yep.
So you did a lot of traveling, bro.
Right.
Like, and I wanted to talk about some of the things that we've done, like traveling, like places that we've been, because unfortunately I have not been out the country yet, which is a stain. You feel me? I can't call myself a poppy. I ain't been to none of these poppy places, bro.
I technically haven't been out of the country because Puerto Rico is U.S. territory.
Yeah, that don't count.
But it was about as close as I got.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah.
Like, my boy was in Puerto Rico. He was telling me that. He texted me. He was like, bro, save me. I'm about to spend $70 on a steak. I was like, first of all, how does that even happen? So you've been to Puerto Rico. What the fuck is the finances out there like for spending money on food?
Nah, it just depends on the place you go. Like, I've been to Puerto Rico, I want to say either 2 or 3 times. I've been at least twice. The first time I went, I basically stayed in like the popular tourist parts, like San Juan. I went to Old San Juan, which was lit. And I mean, it was pretty expensive out there. I ain't gonna lie. Like, thinking back, like, the food there was kind of like what you would pay if you go like downtown for a lot of that type shit. My second trip though, I went to Culebra. Culebra is like a little island off the coast of Puerto Rico. They're known for, you can look it up, they have like one of the most famous beaches called Flamenco Beach, which, by the way, fucking gorgeous, bro. So fucking,
I think you sent me a picture, bro. Like, that shit was crystal clear. The water,
bro, the water looks,
it's
like
ridiculous.
It's like the water you see in a fucking animation, nigga. Like, it's beautiful. And the island itself is small. Like, you could get like 4-wheelers to like go around the island and shit. And they had like, and the thing I noticed out there's a lot of like old rich people who live out there, nigga. Like, we met this old ass, like me, I went with a lady friend, and we met this old bar owner. He was a Cleveland Browns fan, Ohio State fan. This was around the time that Ohio State won the national championship.
Yeah.
So he was like going crazy. He was just like, yeah, man, you guys can drink. He was giving us free drinks and shit. There was this one little fancy restaurant by the water where I had filet mignon for the first time, and that shit was like $60, bro. But, bro, let me tell you something, man. Filet mignon melts in your fucking mouth, bro.
That is true. True. Yeah,
like,
that is true.
It's the only time in my life I ever had it, bro. Only time I was balling because I was working at JetBlue, working mad hours, nigga. So I saved up a lot. I used to save money just to travel, bro. Just blow it all on trips. So yeah, I could see what he was talking about, but nah, it's a great time out there.
Nah, so I'm just trying to think of the places I've been to. So I've been to Houston several times, been to Dallas, been to Denver. I went to LA. LA was a big disappointment, bro. Like, low key, like, that was one of the most disappointing cities. Like, the only redeeming factor about LA is that the dispensaries were incredibly cheap if you went to the right one. And the food is fantastic. As a city as a whole, it is the best food place that I've been to so far in my life. Like,
damn, that's big accolades.
Nah. Like, literally every place we went to, the food was at least an 8. It didn't matter. Like, we just picked, like, all we did was pick the type of food that we wanted, because we had Korean food, we had street food, we had authentic
Dirt
Mexican.
Dog is still on my mind.
Yeah,
bro.
Dirt Dog. And Dirt Dog, if you in LA or just wherever they are, like I think this one is in Las Vegas too. Ridiculous. Like top 5, top 6 places I've ever been to. And it's just a regular fucking hot dog spot, bro. But it's just done to perfection, bro. So if it comes to food, LA is the best place I've been to. It doesn't matter where you go, what side of town you on. You could be in Compton, you could be in fucking South LA. And the crazy part is a lot of the best places in LA aren't in LA. They're in Orange County. You feel me? They're like north, like 40 minutes drive. Like all the best places that we've seen, we're like, that's a 40-minute drive. We're not doing that.
Right.
So that just lets you know, I didn't even get the best food in fucking LA, bro. Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? The food was good enough. So I'm just thinking all the places I've been, and I'm just like, you know, I just thoroughly love the process, getting on the plane, and once you land, you're like, all right, you in a different fucking vibe, bro. Like, I remember when we went to and every city has its own vibe. Like, when we went to fucking Las Vegas, I immediately knew I was in Las Vegas, bro.
You could, bro. They had fucking. I know what you're gonna say,
bro. Go ahead. No, you got it, bro.
Bro, they had fucking like slot machines at the airport.
At the airport.
As soon as you get out the plane, you can start gambling. Bro.
As soon as you get off of the gate.
As soon as you get off. Nigga.
As soon as you get out the gate,
That's
nigga,
crazy.
there's slot machines. That was like, as soon as we saw that, we were like, oh, we in Vegas. There's no mistake. We did not land in the
so
wrong city.
dope, dog.
We are in fucking Las Vegas. Like slot machines at the gate, not in the airport, at the gate, nigga. So I'm like, yeah, they not playing in Nevada, bro. So, but yeah, bro, it was just a dope trip, bro. Like, I'm trying to go back. It was real
Colorado
fun.
was one of my favorite trips.
Yeah,
ever,
Colorado
bro.
was cool too. Like Colorado is a vibe. Like Colorado, and it's funny because Boulder is the whitest city in America, and it is true. It is
so true, bro.
It's the whitest city I've ever been in, bro. Like it felt eerie. Like it didn't even feel real. Like we went when we drove into Boulder, we're like, all right, there's nobody driving, everybody's jogging,
everybody's fit.
Everybody's fit, and these motherfuckers are pale. Like they white. There's no sun. There's not an ounce of fucking melanin, bro. No vitamin D that you could find, bro. So
we brought the sun, man. We brought the sun to Boulder.
I remember we were just walking down the street on the highway. Bro, there's no car. Like it's the fittest city in America, so everybody's either walking, jogging, or they're riding a bike, bro. You don't even see cars out there. Like,
bro. It was almost like our anime fans don't understand this, bro. It's almost like traveling is almost like being on One Piece, and like you go to each island.
That is true.
And you get something new. And that's like Boulder gave us that feeling, bro, where it was just like,
yeah,
it almost took you out of reality to a different realm.
Yeah, it took you because we from Florida, we from South Florida, so right. to see the ice caps on the mountain and you feel me, like it
bro,
feels,
the view of the mountains is so beautiful.
Yeah, so what? Like, that's another thing. Like you saying you going to Puerto Rico, like another thing I like doing is wherever I go, I like to absorb what that culture is in that place I'm at. You feel me, like. I'm not going to go to a different city and just do the same things I could do back home.
Facts, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to go to a different city, you're going to go to a different location, go to places that's unique to that location so you can say, okay, I feel like I'm at a different location. I feel like I'm in One Piece where I'm in Skypiea, a.k.a. Boulder, Colorado, bro. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? I'm in fucking Dressrosa, a.k.a. Los Angeles, bro. Like...
Man, great comparison.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's how you supposed to do it. Go absorb that, bro. So that's just to give you a reason why we wasn't here last week. So let's actually get into the show, man. So it's a lot that happened this week. The Logan Paul that we're gonna touch on. Hopefully we could recap or get the women's perspective of the paternity test, because I know we're trying to get guests on to have that extended conversation. But right now, I want to talk about some media. So things that we've been watching recently, right? I was mad that we didn't record because I wanted to do a review of Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. So what we're going to do right now, briefly touch on Mortal Kombat, briefly touch on
Without Remorse.
No. That don't even need to be explained, bro. That it's not even worth fucking mentioning. We're gonna talk about it, but I didn't even need to bring it out. Like,
Gotcha.
You feel me? Briefly touch on Invincible, which is awesome. But I'm gonna start with, like Rod was saying, Without Remorse. So, Without Remorse, it's the new Michael B. Jordan movie. I I guess he's on his Jason Statham shit. You feel me? Like he's trying to be a new action hero, right?
Oh boy.
So I'm like, all right, cool. Fuck it. Let me watch this movie. I came away from the movie. It's a 2-hour movie, action movie, espionage, blah, 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 right? It was the best action movie with some of the worst writing and dialogue I've ever seen, bro. There's a movie that could have been an excellent movie. Like, and that's the part that really pisses me off, bro, because Michael B. Jordan, bro, that nigga acted like his life depended on it, bro. Like, he threw himself into the role. Like, I could tell, like, when it was positioned to him and it was pitched to him, like, he was like, this could be a franchise. Like, this could be big.
He bought into it. Yeah,
and that's how it is. He's acting. He put his soul into this movie, right? So I got no problem with him. But they couldn't. They gave him nothing to work with, bro. Like, the movie has some. Okay, so you know what it is? You know when a movie, they want dope scenes, but then once they realize how those dope scenes don't go well with the overall story, that the story just has to just say, fuck it, bro. We're just going to have to try our best, bro, because the scenes were so fire. Right. There's a scene where he is on the highway, fire, where he like kidnaps this dude. There's this airplane scene. The airplane scene is one of the best scenes I've ever seen in any movie. You know me, I'm an action buff.
Let me ask you something. Did you watch it on like HBO Max or is it
No, it's on Amazon Prime.
It's on Amazon. Oh,
it's on Amazon Prime.
All right, bet.
It's on Amazon Prime. So there's an airplane scene, right? Where airplane crashes. One of the dopest action scenes I've ever seen. And the person who directs it, he directs this show that I'm really into called 000. It's an Italian director, new. So that's his thing. Like, he's dope as fuck. The movie was shot incredible. The scenes was incredible. Cinematography was incredible. But some of the worst writing I've like, and I wouldn't care if it was just an average movie. Only reason why I bring this up, because it could legitimately been one of the best movies action movies I've ever watched. If it just had better writing. Like this to tell you about the writing, bro. One of the writers is a writer from Modern Warfare, bro. It was literally a video game plot, bro.
Damn, boy, for real?
For real, bro.
I understand trying to get niggas opportunities, but you gotta earn that.
So
shit,
it felt
man.
like the plot, the setup, the double cross, all this shit was like cartoonish, bro. For real, dog. I'm like, come on, bro. That man, he deserved better than that, bro. He deserved better than that, bro. But we're going to get off of that, bro. I just wanted to talk about it because that's the last thing. You feel me? Now, if you want to watch it, cool. It has some dope action scenes. You feel me? I'll recommend it to, like, if you're just an action junkie. Like, if you could get past the story, you'll have a great time with the movie.
Gotcha.
All right. Now, what we're really here for, though. Mortal Kombat. All right, I'll throw the point to you, bro. I'll let you run point on this one, Rob.
You want me to run point on this
go
one?
ahead, bro. Go ahead, bro.
Well, I'm gonna say this about Mortal Kombat. I noticed that.
Wait. I just want to say I did not want to waste money going to the theater, and I would not give HBO my extra money, any extra money, if I can only watch it on HBO Max. So, like, I didn't go out my way because I expect trash from this. So, like, whatever y'all tell me, I'm going to just believe it, fam.
No, we got you.
I mean, I'm trying to think of, I watched it. I'm trying to even think of, I might have just watched it on you know.
Yeah, for sure.
I think it was on there, right? I told my sister, I was like, you know what, man, it just came out. And the thing was, I seen a lot of people hyping it up, a lot of like, people who were young like us who watched the original movies, right? So I'm just like, maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be all right. Maybe I'll enjoy it. I didn't have high expectations at all. I mean, it's a video game movie, bro. Two types of movies I never have expectations for. Video game movies and anime movies, bro. Live action anime movies, bro. So I go into it like, all right, it's Mortal Kombat. And I'll say this. It was a bad movie. Because it's a bad movie, but it's also a movie that understood what it was at the same time. Like, I think they knew that they were bad, but like they just kind of figured they could get away with it. Because when you think about like the story and the characters, like Mortal Kombat kind of reminded me of Suicide Squad in that it's a movie with no real plot. Like, the characters don't grow at all. They shoehorn a new character we've never heard of. I had to look up Cole Young, bro. I thought he was in the, because I haven't kept up with the Mortal Kombat video game, so I was like, is this like a new fighter? I look up, it's an original character. And they decided to base everything, and then they introduced the concept of Arcana. Arcana is basically like their ability to use their special powers. Like, the best part of the movie was Kano. Like, I thought Kano was great. That nigga was hilarious. He understood the shit show he was a part of, and he made the best of it. So I enjoyed Kano's parts all the way. But in terms of like an actual movie, an actual story, like if you are someone who's a Mortal Kombat junkie, you might have enjoyed it. Because I see some people who loved it. Like, I see some people who just like, yo, that shit was so raw. I'm looking like, what?
Nah, bro. Like this is where I need to hop in, bro. I hate those guys, bro. I fucking hate them, dog. Because they're the reason why we keep getting this trash, bro. Like, I'm tired of the motherfuckers, dog. Like, you accept the bare minimum as long as they have a nigga named Liu Kang, even though that's nothing like Liu Kang is. They have a nigga named Raiden, even though there's nothing like Raiden. In a way, that's in essence, right? Like, these are just shells of these characters, bro. And all right, so in my opinion, bro, I have two different opinions, right? I have my opinion of the movie because at the end of the day, I can only judge the product that I received, I digested, and I absorbed. So I have to judge it, right? And then I have to criticize the movie in a sense, but also, you feel me, feel bad for the movie, feel bad for the end result. My review of the movie, what I saw, it was a piece of shit. And that's cool. I knew it was going to be a piece of shit, right? I came into it like that. My issue is that you could tell that there's people who just not trying, bro. Like, if you're going to take that, be clever with it. The only clever thing that they did with that movie is the part where Liu Kang kept sweeping Kano.
Yeah,
he was like, you're going to fucking spam that? That was clever.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, even, like, it's R-rated. It's HBO Max, bro. Get crazy with it. The only thing that you had was Kung Lao.
Kung Lao fatality.
Doing the fatality. Like, bro, and the crazy part is, because these niggas are not talented writers, they couldn't be clever with the characters' quips. They just had to throw it. Like, fucking Kano ripped the Raptor's fucking heart out. Nigga just said Kano wins. That has, bro, the context did not, there was no way that you would say that in the context of how he did it, bro. That would never come out of your mouth.
They just had to shoehorn it in.
They just had to shoehorn everything in, bro. Even the get over here. This nigga don't know how to speak English. How does he know how to say get over here, bro?
Right. He's speaking Japanese the whole movie.
Yeah, Scorpion, bro. Yeah, speaking Japanese the whole movie.
The nigga's Japanese from like years past, like centuries past. Like he's one of the characters in the movie is a descendant of this nigga. So there's no way this nigga couldn't learn English. But he just somehow was just, maybe in hell he learned get over here.
Just specifically get over here, bro. Like, and it's just like, you could have you could have been clever with it. It could have still been a bad movie. It could have been campy. So I hear people saying, oh, it's campy. What you expect? No, campy knows what it's doing. This was a movie who just tried to shoehorn a bunch of different things, right? So overall, the movie was trash, and I said it. I'll never watch this again. I mean that, bro. You put it on, I'll fight you. I will fight you. You put it on in my presence, that's me. I'm gonna accept that as you challenging me to a fight.
Like, Gerson, like, truth be told, like, you never have to watch Mortal Kombat, dog, because that shit is fucking, like, you got to think about it like this. Like, there's so many stupid plot holes in that whole shit, dog. Oh, I watched it with my sister. My sister seen that shit, bro. It was trash, bro.
Trash.
So
now let me get to how I feel bad for it, because the writer and the director came out, said, hey, there's a lot of things that we tried to do, and this is where I'm going to have to get critical of WB. It's getting to the point where I'm going to just boycott all WB movies. Like, WB told him that they needed to put Cole in it. They had to create that character. He wasn't going to do that. You feel me? So now you're seeing, like, every time I watch a movie, especially when it comes to these kind of movies, I don't even know how to judge them anymore, because now I know, like, behind the scenes, there's people who are dictating these movies to be something that the creator had nothing doesn't want it to be.
You see, bro, as someone who believes in, like, who does my own creative shit, and with this is something creative in itself. Like, bro, you can't micromanage creativity, bro. Like, you can't, like, if a nigga has his own ideas and they end up being trash, it is what it is. But when the studio comes in, the suits who have no part in this, just see the dollar signs, just see the money they're trying to make. All they try to do is put in heartless additions. And when you do things like that, like, bro, the story kind of follows Cole, but it kind of doesn't at the same time.
Exactly, because he was never supposed to be in the fucking movie.
You know?
And he said it. He was like, this WB told us we had to put him in there. And it acted like that. Like, Nobody gives a fuck. We didn't come to watch a Mortal Kombat movie about Cole. Who the fuck is this nigga, bro?
And bro, here's the worst part. It's not like
I still don't know who Cole is.
No, we're not talking to you. We're talking to the people who's listening, the people who watch it. Yeah.
But like I'm always been about. I don't know what character.
But here's the thing: it's not like they made Cole like some cool character, like someone that people could gravitate to. He's a fucking washed up, retired MMA fighter, bro. Like, and his character is super hollow. Like every character was hollow. They took all these characters, fucking like bro. You gotta do better with a character like Melina. You gotta do better with characters like Sub-Zero and Goro, bro. Like all Goro was fodder for Cole Young.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And Goro it deserves better than that, dog. Like Liu Kang, like bro. Liu Kang from the old Mortal Kombat movie shat on this new version of Liu Kang, and this new version of Liu Kang can regularly shoot fireballs, nigga. Imagine, bro, that bicycle kick, bro, Jax, like, bro, when they first
that was
Jax,
the biggest offender, bro. The nigga Jax was the biggest offender, bro. Like, to see this nigga got T-Rex arms, and this is the thing that they don't really think into, like, they didn't really think about, right? So his Arcana?
Arcana, yeah.
His Arcana isn't his arms. It's his ability to create machinery, bro.
Right.
But because you're bad storytelling, bad writers, you need his arms to look like this. You don't give a fuck. You're just like, all right, cool. This nigga's just gonna will his arms bigger, bro. Like, there's a lot of things.
Bro, Sonya, I gotta get this out. Sonya, the whole movie, they're telling her like, oh, we're not one of the chosen ones, blah blah blah. So they give her Kano. She ends up fighting Kano. She beats him, right? They just stole that from the original movie. And then she gets the symbol, and automatically she could start using her fucking purple beams, bro.
Crazy.
Like, bro, the movie was just like, they didn't really think it through. They just thought of the characters they wanted to throw in it, and then they just said, all right, let's just fucking just throw dialogue in there and throw some fight scenes.
But that's what happens when you make a movie, so you don't lose the rights versus making a movie.
That's the same thing that happened with Fan Four Stick. The last Fantastic Four movie.
So you just like, whatever, don't care. Just make this movie. Get it out there, because we can't lose these rights. And that shit came through, bro. And to me, the juxtaposition between what we're going to talk about now, a show that was created with care, you feel me, with one voice, one vision. The studio didn't say, hey, don't put this in there. Like, and I'm starting to appreciate Amazon, like, because the niggas like letting people do their thing, bro. You feel me? And the show I'm talking about right now, which was an exceptional ride, Invincible. We're gonna do a whole review on it, so this is just our general thoughts about it. I love this fucking show, bro. Like, this shit has me hooked, bro.
Thank you, Herb. You put me on.
Nah, bro. Like, and I tell people, anybody who's listening to this who hasn't seen it, I implore you to watch it. It is a superhero show, but it's not. Like, the superheroes it's not even a superhero show. It's just people that got superpowers, bro.
Right.
Like,
and that's what makes the best superhero content. You know, the thing about Invincible and probably what makes it so enjoyable to people who would be new to this stuff and people like us who've been around and seen superhero shit since we were young is the fact that it does a great job of taking familiar concepts, familiar archetypes, and they just flip everything on its head, bro. And they do a great job with the characters, fleshing them out, adding a little bit of mystery to all these characters. We're not going to get into this. Is going to be spoiler free, so we're not going to get into any details. But you learn a lot about these characters. There's depth to all these guys, including the main villain and whatnot. So, dude, exceptional ride, bro. And it's only the first season. And then I was listening to something. I was watching some YouTube video. I think it was Emergency Awesome, and they were talking about how Robert Kirkland, the graphic novel, has at least 7 seasons of material, and he's been planning like shit after. Because, you know, this is his second shot at doing it. I'm just like, bro, like, how much better can this get?
Nah, facts, dog. And to me, like, it almost makes me want to go back to the source material because when you do a pilot season, you don't know how much you got, right?
Right.
So they only had 8 episodes, right? So they had to speed up a lot of plot points and cut out things, like, not really cut things out, but streamline it to the point to make it concise, to make it fit in 8 episodes.
Right.
Now, it can only get better because they know they have time. They know they have a fan base. They know they have people that are invested. So you could, either you want to take it slow, you want to add a couple of episodes instead of being at 8, it could be fucking 10 episodes or 12 episodes in a season, bro. So the possibilities are limitless, dog. Like you could actually tell a story because you know you have at least a second and third season that was picked up before the season finale.
Right. Second and third season, imagine, bro. Already confirmed. Like the shit's a hit. It's a fucking hit, bro.
It's a hit, bro, and it has every right to be a hit, bro. Yeah, anything you want to say, Gerson?
No, I was just adding on to everything you said, bro, and I just want to I'm gonna go look at it, bro. I'm gonna go to the comic book, fam, because I can't wait. when I find something good like this, bro, that's what I did with One Piece. That's what I did with Naruto. That's like if I find something good and I find the comic book or whatever it is or the manga to it, man, I'm gonna go to the manga, man. I can't wait for the show, fam.
I just did that with Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm already caught up, man.
Dog, that's crazy because I did that with fucking Tower of God, bro. Like
sometimes you just gotta do it.
Now you gotta do it because it's like I gotta know. I gotta know. Like where is this going? Like what Route 66 is this going, bro? I gotta know where we going with this, bro. So yeah, bro, I'm probably gonna do the same thing for real talk because it's gonna be brutal to wait for a second season, bro. That ass. All right, now got the media out the way. Let's actually get into the crux of the show, right? And this we done ran through this. This quick episode, fuck it. Let's take our time and let's actually dissect what's about to happen in society, right? Logan Paul is going to fight Floyd Mayweather. I'm a boxing fan. I'm a mixed martial arts fan. I'm a combat sports fan. But this is, I don't even know what to call this, bro. Like, I seen somebody say that, what's that shit that used to come on MTV? Celebrity Deathmatch?
Yeah, Celebrity Deathmatch.
Ahead of its time, bro. And it is, bro. Like, this is what it's coming down to, bro. Like, sideshows. Bro, you know the last fight with Jake Paul and Ben Askren, bro? It did 1.6 million buys, $50 a pop.
And fucking incredible, bro.
He said it. His fight was one of the 10 highest grossing boxing matches of all time, bro.
It's insane.
It's insane, bro. Like, and you as a boxing fan, and I don't know if you're still a purist. I don't know where you lie on that spectrum, but you as a boxing fan, because you're one of the people that got me into boxing, Rod. How do you feel about this right now?
Well, I mean, in terms of, okay, so at this point in our lives, you're probably a bigger boxing fan than me. There came a time in my life several years ago where I thought boxing was dead. Boxing ain't dead. I got back into it a little bit. But in terms of just how I view the sideshows, the shit shows, I don't really know what to think, man, because at the end of the day, a fight like Ben Askren and Jake Paul could get 1 million pay-per-view buys, bro. People don't care about the art of boxing anymore. People don't care. People don't even care about the actual competition. All people want is entertainment. And what's going to be more entertaining than the people who are dreaming of an old Floyd Mayweather fucking finally taking his first loss to someone like Logan Paul, who is going to be a hero to a lot of stupid people. You know, like to me as a boxing fan, like I know what this is. Like this is going to be a massacre. Like that nigga's
side.
For Floyd. Like what? That's not even a question.
Well, isn't the guy like 180 or 190 or
Doesn't
something?
matter.
That's not gonna matter, bro.
Okay, this is what we're gonna do, right? So I'm familiar with all these niggas, right? All KSI, all these fucking celebrity boxers. Jake Paul could box.
He can.
Logan Paul cannot box.
He cannot.
That's my thing. Isn't he fighting Logan Paul?
Yeah, that's the one that can't box. So even put it like this. We got to do this, bro. We have to respect boxers, bro. Like we got to.
No. I'm not doing that in the sense of disrespect because as you guys were speaking, I was like, who gonna pay for this shit?
The same people that paid 1.6 to fight to see Jake Paul.
No, but people wanted to see Jake Paul lose. Like
it's the same thing.
No, but in this one, you know Logan can't fight, so you know what's the name gonna win. Like people watch Floyd to see him lose, bro. So like. If the guy he's fighting is not known to be a fighter, I don't see this being what Like if it was Jake Paul, I understand. Everybody hates this nigga.
But
and
you have
see
to
it.
understand. This
I don't
too,
know
Gerson.
about the big brother.
This goes two ways. It goes there's
You
gonna
have
be
two people that people want to pay to see lose.
exactly.
But he can't lose though. No one thinks he can lose. to this guy.
Nobody thought that Floyd could lose to Conor McGregor, and that didn't stop that from being the second highest grossing boxing match of all
No,
time.
but we're not talking about him fighting somebody that
does
just
not matter.
doesn't. You think
Nobody
that?
on planet Earth,
Oh,
except
come on,
unless you're a diehard Conor McGregor fan, said that Conor McGregor is going to beat Floyd Mayweather.
No. But that's something that you can see. Gregor is a star.
Gerson, it is not.
I don't.
Logan Paul is a bigger star than Conor McGregor every day of the
Logan
week.
Paul?
Yes,
For real?
this is you got to get out your bubble. Logan Paul has over 20 million followers on Instagram, bro. That's just Instagram, bro. That's just Instagram. He has a podcast.
Really?
One a million plus. Yes, Gerson, you're the person that's out of this, bro. Like, you got to think about this. You got to think outside yourself. If you go on this nigga's YouTube channel, he has a podcast. That shit does 1.5 million almost every episode, bro. This nigga's huge, bro. He's as big as Floyd Mayweather, if not
Is he
bigger.
known for anything about fighting though? Like
It has nothing to do with this. This is a sideshow.
Gerson, there are people who want to see Logan Paul get mashed up as much as people want to see the just super unlikely chance that Floyd loses to this nigga.
Floyd
You
is not
have
going to
those
lose.
two
You're not
crowds.
going into this thinking
I
Floyd
thought
is
this
going to lose.
nigga had a chance to win or something.
No, he has no chance
He
at
has
all.
no
but
chance.
there will be those people. There's always those people who think, "Oh, this is it." Like there's always
There's
going to
be people who are not Floyd Mayweather fans who have no idea about. They know who Floyd Mayweather is.
Right.
They never watched a Floyd Mayweather fight though.
They just hate him.
They just hate him, and they're going to ride for their boy Logan Paul. The same way that 1,000,006. There's how many people know who the fuck Ben Askren is, bro? The people who bought that didn't buy that shit for Ben Askren. They bought it for Jake Paul. There's people who didn't buy that shit to see Jake. They bought it because it's something to do on a Saturday night, bro. You're like, whatever. I got $50, dog. That fight, bro. That fight, Jake Paul versus Ben Askren's. Fucking Matt, our boy Matt told me he was at World of Beer. They had it at World of Beer. Like, it's an attraction. It's like going to a fucking like you going to Busch Gardens, bro. You're going to see attraction. It's like going to a circus to see a sideshow, bro. This is a sideshow. And the numbers back it up. People are paying for a sideshow. In droves. In droves.
I didn't know Buddy was that big.
Nah, he's huge.
All right.
He's huge. They had because he's one of the first superstar vloggers on YouTube. Like when YouTube went to that level of, okay, I can make money on YouTube just doing everyday vlogs. He's one of the first superstars of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? It's just we old niggas. We out the loop, right? Like we don't live on YouTube.
Right.
To people who live on YouTube, he's a megastar. He's Michael Jackson, bro. Like he's that level, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be crazy. And me, I don't know how to feel about it. When I first heard it, and I knew because this has been in the works before the pandemic. Like they've been supposed to do this, right? And overall, I'm still on the side. Hey, Floyd, get your money, bro. Like, hey,
Always.
get your money, bro. Like who? Especially after I know what you had to go through in boxing, like how hard it was for you to get to this point. Get your money. But to me, I'm not sad or I don't have a feeling as far as this fight. I have a feeling that what this fight represents, that more people are interested in Jake Paul versus Floyd Mayweather than actual good boxing matches. And the reason that is a thing is because of the corruption and the politics of boxing. There's no reason that Terrence Crawford and Sean Porter haven't fought yet. There's no real reason why that's not happened. There's no reason why Terrence Crawford shouldn't have fought Manny Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's fights to be made in boxing that's holding boxing back. The only real big fights that we got in legitimate boxing was Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. And we got that twice.
Right. That's the only one we got.
Because them niggas wasn't afraid. Like, they actually was like, fuck it. They was like, whatever, do what it got to take for me to fight that dude and vice versa, dog. And they did it twice. They ran it back. There's so many fights to be made in boxing that don't get made. And it's like, all right, you gave these dudes, Jake Paul, KSI, Logan Paul, the avenue to come in and take that from y'all. Like, y'all niggas got to be mad about that, bro. Like, there's actual boxers like Jamarlo Charlo. He wants to be on the undercard of this fight because he knows there's going to be more people who watch this than if he main carded a fight. If he was the headliner.
Imagine like being aware of that. Having that level of self-awareness, bro. That's the way society's going. It's kind of crazy. I mean, think about it. Like, people don't care about, like, it's coming to the point that where boxing at the very least is coming to the point, because since people expect not to get the best quality fights that you can get, because this is long past those times where you could get the best of the best fighting, the pound for pound best fighters all the time. Now people are looking more towards the sideshows, bro. And what does that mean for a sport like boxing?
And the thing about it is, like, it's just what's going on right now is just a microcosm of society as a whole, bro. It's like, it's not about how good you are or something. It's just about how popular you are, bro. It's not about the excellence. It's not about the artistry. It's not about being a master of this shit, bro. It's, are you interesting? Like, the influencers are influencing everything, bro. Like, Logan Paul is not good at anything. He's just good at being an influencer, bro. And he parlayed that into an empire. He got so rich that he got bored and said, fuck it, I want to be a boxer, bro. Out of nowhere, bro. Him and his little brother, dog. One just happened to be decent, bro. The other one is trash, bro. But I wouldn't be surprised if that shit did 2 million buys, bro.
Oh, if Floyd signed on because he knew exactly, he knows his money. Floyd goes where the money is.
I wouldn't be surprised, because think about it, bro. If Jake Paul could do 1.6.
What did if y'all know, if you don't know, then it's fine. What did McGregor and
that did 2.3. I did 2.3 because I think it's the second highest. Because the highest is Floyd and Manny. And then the second highest is, it's either the second highest or the third highest, but I think it's the second highest. It was Floyd and Conor. And then it was Tyson and Evander Holyfield. Those are the three highest.
Okay.
So Manny versus Floyd did 2.7. Floyd versus Conor was 2.3. And I think Evander Holyfield and Tyson was like 2 million. And all I'm saying is, and think about it, Jake Paul, in his third fight, broke the top 10, bro. Like, that's nonsense, dog. That's nonsense.
I get you.
That's the level of fans that these dudes have, who are diehard fans of these motherfuckers, who would do anything to hop on that shit, bro. So yeah, it's crazy, dog. Boxing is fucked right now, bro. Like, real talk, bro. Like, real talk. It's crazy, bro. Like, it's really, really crazy.
Well, how do you? Well, this is not a conversation for us, but it's just more like, how do you build as a boxer? If you're a boxer, how do you become popular in this type of society if people don't want to watch fights and shit like that?
I don't know, bro. It's weird, bro. It's about exposure. It's about marketing, bro. Like, but you still got to win, because like, mixed martial arts is different from boxing. You can have a fucked up record and get to the top. Like, what's the name just showed you? Jorge Masvidal just showed you. This nigga, before he just got his ass knocked out, he already had like 13 losses. Like, he had a bunch of losses.
Oh, he fought the Nigerian dude.
Yeah,
right?
he fought Usman.
Yeah.
They knocked that nigga head off, bro. Yeah, bro. Knocked that nigga head off, dog. That shit was crazy, bro. That shit was bad. But yeah, so in mixed martial arts, because you go into mixed martial arts understanding that unless you're excellent at everything, there is a strong possibility that you're going to lose. So, and that's why you see dudes who, they get older later into their careers, they get to the top because they had to become well-rounded. That takes years. Boxing, you can't have a bunch of losses, bro. That's what's happening with boxing. There's a lot of dudes who are afraid to lose. They're afraid to fuck up their motherfucking, they're afraid to fuck up their records, bro. Like, Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is undefeated. You think he gonna put his shit on the line for some nigga, bro? Nah, he's gonna fight bums, bro. He gonna just keep fighting bums, bro.
Tomato cons.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me? So it's all fucked up, dog. But I don't want to get too caught up on that, bro. I do want to talk about the Joe Budden podcast. And this is not about to actually talk about the Joe Budden podcast. This is about using that as a release and to have a conversation about our podcast, right? You feel me? To the people who don't know, Joe Budden podcast, really popular, huge core following. It went through a little bit of turmoil because the people on the podcast had some issues, whether it was financial, personal, whatever, right? But that coming to the forefront, it made me think about y'all in this podcast. Like, I saw that as a learning lesson. Like, what could happen if we got to that level? We got to doing $1 million an episode, huge sponsorships. You feel me? Like, would that happen to us? Would we let the clout and all this bullshit get in between things, bro? And you never know until you get to that level, dog.
It's true. I mean, to be fair, to be honest, I don't think so. But to your point, unless you in the driver's seat, you don't know until you drive.
Nah, you got to be in that world, bro. Like I take that. I took that shit for granted when I was a jit or when I was younger, where people used to tell me it's like you don't really know until you in those shoes, and you're forced to deal with those situations, and you're forced to make those situations or make decisions that you might criticize. You feel me? From the outside looking in, because you don't know all those things that went into you making that decision. You feel me? So that's how I see it. But it's just crazy, dog. Like, I know you wanted to touch on it, Gerson.
Well, I wanted to touch on it in the sense of like listening to them speak and hearing what actually happened behind the scenes, where it's just like, damn, man, Joe's an asshole and he caused most of this situation because he just chose to be like, fuck it, we ain't gonna speak. And I know I can say it right now. There's been plenty of times where I felt something, but I ain't saying something, you know? And I realized as adults, man, we just need to tell each other when we don't like something or when something disturbs us. Cause like I said before, we're grown now. And like if something really bother you, it must really bother you. You know what I'm saying? Shit can happen, shit can be said, and it's just like, all right, whatever. And it is whatever. But if it stick with you, like you can't let it go as a day pass and you still thinking about it a little bit. Whenever you think about that person, it must really, you know what I mean, fuck with you. And you must like speak about it, bro. For the very least to salvage your friendship. And I think that's what happened. Like he asked for clarification. And it also happens too where you see something fucked up. Roy see it and he asks.
Nah, like I said, bro, fuck them niggas. Don't talk about them niggas. We need to keep it to us. Like,
No, but I'm pointing at the end of the day, that happens where you don't want to clarify sometimes, where you mad, but it's just like someone reach out to be like, hey, man, blah, 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 and you be like, nah, I don't want to speak about it right now, or whatever it may be. And that happens. And I know sometimes people do it just so they save from saying something terrible, like, let me just shut up before I say something fuck up, you know? But a lot of times it be pride and you just like, nah, fuck you. And that's it. So you just gotta be an adult and know when to actually push forward and when to let, shit just slide.
Nah, and the reason why I wanted to bring it up, like I said, I wanted to use that as a stepping stone to have a conversation because, like, listen, bro, this shit is not what I even intended it to be. Like, it's podcasting is bigger than I ever thought it would ever even got, right? Because somebody made a good point. That's funny. Rory made a good point on the podcast. He was like, "What other medium do you know where you get to just talk for as long as you want, right?" And on a business aspect, to somebody who wants to sell sponsorships, nigga, I'm rubbing my fucking hands like Birdman, dog. Right. Like, I have you for an hour. I have you for 30 minutes. I have you for whatever time, right? But you're going to sit there the entire time. It's not like a TV show where it's commercials and stuff like that. Or it basically is like a TV show, right?
Right.
You feel me? Where that's why they put commercials in it. Because they know, like, you are invested into the TV show. You're going to be here. So I could throw this fucking motherfucking commercial in there. I could sell you some shit. Now, think about that for a podcast. Think about that for a popular podcast. Think about that for Joe Rogan. These guys who are doing 3 hours at a time, bro. You could fucking eat. And it's bigger than it's ever been. And people who are getting in podcasts, they're doing it in droves, bro. Like, we've talked about this. Barack Obama has a podcast, bro. Why the fuck does Barack Obama have a fucking podcast?
Because he's getting his money.
Exactly. There's more money in this game that people have ever expected there to be. When we started this, when we had the idea to do this, bro, my idea and the reason why I wanted to do this was just because I knew my friends were dope. But yeah, dog, it like I said, bro, when I started this, dog, I never wanted it to be anything deeper than it was. I just thought my niggas was dope, and I wanted my homeboys to have a medium to get their thoughts off. You feel me? To get their takes off. Because I thought you niggas was funny. I thought you niggas is dope as hell. Yeah, y'all got interesting things to say. So I created this shit for y'all. now I know what the fuck going on with podcasting. Now I know what kind of money is in this shit, bro. I'm like, all right, now I'm trying to be business minded with this shit, bro. I'm trying to take this shit to the fucking moon, dog.
Facts, nigga.
You feel me? But the difference is I would never, ever do anything for myself that wasn't in the best interest of y'all. Like, I'm never going to lose sight of what this shit is supposed to be, bro.
All right, so let me at least say this part, bro. I don't put anything past anyone, bro. It's just the way I move. I just know at the simple thing, the basic thing is like, man, I love my brother, man. Whatever it is, whatever has to go on, has to go. You know what I'm saying? Reach your goals, do your thing. It's how you treat people. The one place that I know for a fact where, you know what I'm saying, if it crossed that line, that's what's gonna make me say fuck you. And I love you like a brother, but like if it's the point of where it's disrespectful, like at the end of the day, what Maul said, he said to him, if you told me that, bro, I might punch you in the face.
But again, Gerson, I keep telling you, bro.
No.
The people
we
who
talking
don't
about
know,
situation, fam.
yeah, but you can't say what Maul said. The people who listening don't know what the fuck Maul said.
Well, Maul said, okay, you're right. If I like if Herbie looked me in my face and said none of your business about whatever it is, especially something I put, effort in. Because honestly, bro, for most of the time, when we ask each other things, bro, we're pretty straightforward, fam. Whatever it is, bro. Like, we not, like, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's like something going on at home and whatnot, and you just don't feel like sharing, which I would respect to begin with. You know what I'm saying? So it's just more when disrespect show up, man, it just happens, bro. And that's the only way I would see it. Like, nah, fuck Herbie or fuck Rodney. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro, I don't know what the fuck you was talking about just now. Real talk, bro. You lost me, bro. You was all over.
Wait, I lost you.
Yeah, you just went here and then you went here, bro. You combined like 4 different arguments, bro. You did your thing though. That was on point,
word.
bro.
Okay, then.
Yeah.
Let's just let it happen.
Yeah, that's what happens when you under the influence and you potting, bro. It'd be like that. All right, now all of this shit was father. All of this shit was bullshit. You feel me? To the people who's listening, I apologize that you had to get an hour to the actual podcast. We have Kay in the building. We have Jesse in the building. And the last episode, right? You feel me? We proposed the question. We had a conversation about paternity tests and is it right as a man or as a significant other, it could be a woman, whatever the relationship is, to ask your significant other, the person who's carrying the child, for a paternity test, right? We had the male perspective. And normally we like to do things within context, more nuanced. You feel me? Like more level headed. But sometimes let niggas talk their shit. Fuck y'all females, bro. For real. Let us talk our shit. However, we came back to give the more balanced approach to this, the more nuanced approach to this. And now we're gonna let the ladies talk y'all shit. You feel me? Like, we're fair on this podcast. So we want to always engage on that conversation. We want to always get that thought process, right? Because we can say whatever the fuck we want. We have our feelings. We're men. We see things completely different than y'all might see things. But as a person who is appreciative of the conversation, appreciative of our listeners, I always want to give y'all a chance to speak y'all truth. And that's why we have y'all here. So everybody give a round of applause for Kay and Jesse. Yo! Let's go. All right, so where do we start? How do y'all want to do this, right? So, Jesse, I know you probably listened to it. Kay, I don't know if you listened to the last episode.
I did it.
So basically what we were saying is that we gave our perspective on why we think it shouldn't really be an issue if your dude or woman, not specifically talking about you, just whatever, right? Came to you and said, okay, we had a child. What? Bro, because there's relationships with people who have lesbian relationships, and they'll just get the eggs planted. You feel me? Or
if that's the process y'all going through,
yeah, you're right about that. That is true, though. You're right.
You know who egg going inside.
That is very
Both
true.
y'all
You
better
are
know
right.
what the fuck egg that is.
You are very right. So fuck it.
Okay.
Yo, nigga, you fucking. Y'all fucking raw.
Right.
And he came to you and said, okay, you're pregnant, but when the child is born, I want a paternity test. How would you take it?
I personally feel
Whoa. Speaking to the mic. Yeah. We need you speaking to the mic.
Mic check. Can y'all hear me?
Y'all can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I feel like it really depends on the situation, what kind of relationship y'all had, what y'all was going through in the relationship. But me, on the other hand, I really feel like it should be normalized. I think it should really be a thing. Like,
oh, you finna be a pick me?
No,
oh,
I
shit.
know, because I've had this conversation before, because a lot of guys go through this, like, you know, just because you guys are together, whatever, and you guys have a baby, it's yours. No, absolutely not. It happens where it's not your shit. So.
And okay, so this is what I was trying to convey last episode, right? Because I was coming from it from the aspect that if you're offended, I understand, because I can't tell you how to feel, right? Especially if you know you wasn't fucking nobody else. This is your child. What the fuck are you talking about? What we were trying to say is that we have so much evidence of it not being that person's child in the relationship, right? Okay. You feel me? And it shouldn't be that crazy for a nigga to ask, because we not with you 100% of the day. You feel me? Like, we don't know what y'all doing every fucking day. We could believe you. We could trust you. But all it takes is 5 minutes, bro. Nigga could break your fucking back end, bro. Like,
listen, man, I just don't think it's too much to ask. Because at the end of the day, people have to understand that having kids, it's a major decision. Like, you can't just like, okay, we've been together for a year, 2 years, whatever, we're about to have a kid. At the end of the day, I have to know. It's nothing against you. You could be an angel. It's just it would be like I said on last week's podcast, if I was a woman, and I'm not a woman, so I think like a man. But I would like to think it wouldn't be a big deal, because I would only, if I'm a girl, I only get mad about that if I know I'm wrong.
Okay, so this is the thing though. Like I said, we had our chance to get what we had to say off, right? So that's why I wanted to have y'all on, because I wanted to get y'all perspective. And even if you agree in a sense, I want you to speak to the people who might not agree, because you have a ability to see where they're coming from that we will never have it, right? So you and Jesse, like, I know you are a mother.
Yes.
Did that situation come up with you?
Never. But I'd be damned if my second child's father told me that's not his kid, because he looks just like him. Like, certain shit you just don't even argue. You really can't argue with it. You know what I mean? Like you really can't argue with certain shit. But I heard you said something about you've had plenty of evidence over time that it could possibly not be yours.
Bro, what do you think? Maury's rich because of this. Niggas ain't millionaire because of that aspect.
So in that situation, yeah, absolutely, no questions. You need a paternity test. Like, she needs to understand that, because.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, the most, like, literally, Maury used to be a talk show, but the paternity test became so popular that they just said, "Fuck it, 90% of our episodes are going to be paternity tests." Like, you feel me? That's all I'm saying, is that it's not that crazy, right? Really, you feel me? And but again, I don't want it to come from we have our opinions. We know we know why we feel, right? I want to know how the woman would feel. And in your situation, like the second one, they look alike. If they didn't look like, your child looked more like you than him. You feel me? How would you feel if that nigga came to you knowing you ain't fuck nobody else, right? And that's what I want to get, because I want to be fair to y'all. Right? I want to come from y'all point of view and be like, damn, you know what? Maybe we out of pocket.
I think I would kind of get offended just a little bit. Because if you know, like, what the hell is there to prove?
Okay, so would there be a crack going forward in the relationship?
No, if we both know that's our kid.
No. If he asks you that, like, how would you look at your nigga like, oh, yes. Like, nigga, why did you act?
Yeah,
why did you feel the need to ask me that?
I don't know. Like, I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that. But then, like I said, it really depends on the situation, because everybody have different relationships.
We're talking about the relationship where it's like, it's me and you. We're not seeing anybody else. We're supposed to not be fucking nobody else. Like, we're going towards marriage type of relationship. Like, that level of depth.
It should be some type of understanding, like some type of trust somewhere. If you can't be asking me for no paternity if we heading that way.
Well,
see what I mean?
To that, I would say it would depend on what type of woman you are. Do you let him have female friends? Do you let him speak to his female friends? Do you let him go out with his female friends? Do you? I'm asking questions.
Oh, well, I mean, personally, I don't have any kids, so I can't aspect. So I never been in a predicament like that. But I don't know. I feel like you can't trust nobody. It don't matter who you with. So I do feel like, okay, yeah, I would feel offended if like my nigga was like, and I know like he know like I'm a ride or die, like there is no question about it. I would feel offended, but I do not believe it would put a crack in our relationship. Because at the end of the day, like, you don't know what people are doing 24/7. Like, I would feel hurt, but I feel like that's something that we can work through, because that's something serious. When a man puts his name on that birth certificate, whether or not that is his child, he owns that right. He's responsible for that child. So if you're just trying to make sure, making sure everything is good, why not? I don't feel like, especially if I know, like, oh, I know I ain't been tricking. So that's just me personally.
You know, and I don't want to sound like heartless about this, because I can understand that element. Like, if you're a woman, if I'm a woman and I know I've been good to my man, of course that feels insulting, because it's almost like you're questioning the trust of everything. But me as a guy, I'm just thinking from my perspective, like, you know what? She probably didn't do this, but what if you take the test and it's not mine?
Oh,
like,
shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I could go into it thinking, like, we're just going to take this test. I just want to confirm it. Like, it's just protocol. It's protocol. And then we take this test and I find out it's not mine. And I'm just like,
They flip the tables in the goddamn emergency room.
I'm just like, wait.
Nah, like, so that's why I feel like, that's why I was agreeing, that's why I was agreeing with that, because I would feel hurt, but I don't think it would just deteriorate our whole relationship. I feel like that's something that we could work past.
Okay, so we put that shit on my Facebook, right? And
man,
yeah, that shit was a fucking cesspool of like, that was a. Listen, there was some people who felt like you was like, fuck it, let's do it. There were some people who said, fuck it, why are you asking if you just want it for documentation? There were some women who were like, nah, bro, what the fuck you doing? Like we've been through the mud together, nigga. Fuck it, like, you know what I'm about. So it was weird, but I could see how you have so many different opinions, bro. Like, and to me, like I said, bro, when my sister told me when I was a kid, I'm like 11, 12, when she told me her professor, all three of this nigga kids was of his, bro. I've been shook since then, bro. I've been shook. Like, I don't trust none of this shit, bro. Like, 3 for 3?
Man, listen, man. All it took for me was Mari. That's all it took, dog. Mari, nigga. I used to watch Mari religiously because we didn't have cable growing up. We didn't get cable until I was in like middle school. So daytime television was all we had.
Bro, speaking of Mari, right? There was one episode, right? This nigga was black, like blacker than your microwave, bro. Baby was white, blonde hair, blue eyes. And I'm like, bro, I saw the episode. I was like, why did this lady bring this baby here, bro? It's clearly not this nigga's kid. You asking for it. No, here's the funny part. It was his, bro. The whole crowd was shook when that nigga more. Nah, there's a difference between looking like the mom and being white, bro. When your daddy black, there's a difference between looking like the mom. Like, this nigga was blacker than Rod's tank top, dog. The baby came out white, like white, blonde hair, blue eyes, similar to like with Drake and his baby mama and shit like that. And that nigga kid don't look like neither of them, bro. But that shit is genetics is crazy. But I was like, bro, I'm sitting, I got popcorn. I'm like, bro, this bitch stupid as fuck, bro. Why are you doing this to yourself? Maury said, you are the father. Everybody was shook, bro. To this day, that shit was a wrong test, bro. I would refuse to believe that, bro. Nah. I still wouldn't believe it, bro. I need 5 tests, bro. Nah, no, it wasn't even albino.
Bro, I remember, speaking of that, I remember one episode of Mari, right? Where fucking a lady had twins. And they brought the twins to the show, and they took a test. It was one black twin, one white twin.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
and they had different dads. And then, man, that husband was feeling sick, because it's just like, she had to cheat like within the same day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, she was just like, you know what? My husband's dick was nothing. I want some real dick.
That's sick, bro. That's fucking sickening, dog. Nah, that's sickening, bro. I'll fight you, bro. Like, I gotta kill you at that point, like this. I
would have to 2-piece her real quick.
Nah, this is Fast and the Furious.
But the same day though.
Nah, this is more
same day,
bro. This is Street Fighter. This is more to Kombat, bro. Like, you gotta go, bro. Like, you have to go, dog. All right, so
whole is life, man.
Nah, so okay, so you said it depends on the situation, okay, or whatever, right?
Can I
So
add something?
nah, go ahead, come on.
Rodney said she'll only get upset if she knows, it's not your kid, right? So I have a story to tell you. My brother, right?
Yes.
Okay, so my brother, he was dating this girl for a while. Then, she had a first child, and then it wasn't his, whatever. Then she had another one. She said it was his, but it wasn't. We did a DNA test. We swabbed the baby's mouth. And it was a negative. Till this day, she said she'll promise you take a blood test. She never did. Because she's like, oh, blood test is more better. You know what I mean? Like, it's more accurate. Till this day, she never took the test. So that baby's not my brother's baby. Obviously, right?
Okay, so this is a perfect example because, like me, I can't speak to that. How did that affect your brother, though?
I mean, he was fucked up about that for a minute. Like, he was fucked up about it.
And I think and that's what we were trying to convey on the last episode, bro, because, like, there's a lot of things you could do to men. Mm-hmm. That is numero uno, bro. Like, you're making me fall in love with something that's not mine, bro. Like, and if I want that right, because there's a lot of niggas who stepdaddy game, bro, who don't give a fuck. Like, I'll raise another nigga's child and love him as my own. But I went into that knowing that.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
And that's a huge difference.
Big difference.
That's a big difference. Like, you feel me? Because there's a level of separation between saying, I helped create, I was a part of this, like, we share something, you feel me? Versus, I'm stepping up to the plate. Right? And don't rob us of that, bro. Like, I'm telling you, I'm gonna kill you. I'm going to jail for the rest of my life. I'm not playing, bro. Like, just give me murder one instantly, bro.
Bro, Kanye said 18 years. 18 years, you find out it wasn't his.
Yeah, bro. So,
baby, I'm coming at you like the Terminator. Shotgun. Pump.
Nah, so, okay, so.
Wait, I wanted to ask you, as a man, this is for you and, Rodney. Like, if that situation happened to you, could you deal with it?
No. Okay,
what do you mean?
Like, if the woman cheated, she got pregnant, and you're with her, could you deal with it? Well, could you move on with it?
It depends on how she goes about it. If she just flat out tells me there's a possibility that it's not mine, at the very least, I could respect the fact that you gave me the chance to kind of think about it. Like, you didn't just force that shit on me. You didn't just lie and just be like, oh, that's a fuck nigga. Like, especially if at the end of the day, love does crazy things to us. If I love you and you honest with me about it, I'll be like, oh, I can't believe she did that. But if you kept it real, I'm going to consider it. Now, if you be sneaky, if you sit there and be on some, like, yo, why are you asking me on that bullshit and we find out it ain't mine? Fuck you, ho. It's over. Straight up.
All right, so
done.
So me, I'm completely opposite of Rob. Like, there's nothing to talk about, bro. Like, it's done.
In any situation?
Any situation. I don't give a fuck. The only situation is if you got raped. That's it. Because it's not your fault. You didn't ask for that. You feel me? And you feel me? Like, I'm going to dedicate my life like Michael B. Jordan dedicated his life to getting revenge for his chick, bro. But if it is a situation where it was consensual and that child isn't mine, listen, it has nothing to do with the child. Like, I could love that child. You feel me? Like, it wouldn't be nothing about that. It's to me, that's the ultimate disrespect, though.
Yeah, you fucking wrong. like you cheating and then you fucking wrong.
And you let a nigga nut in you. Like, didn't even pull out, bro. You didn't even stop this nigga from nutting in you. Like, come on now.
What if she can't, though?
What you mean you can't?
You shouldn't be fucking wrong. You shouldn't be cheating. Y'all shouldn't be in that bed together in the first place.
If that nigga nutted in you, that nigga was piping you down and you didn't care at that moment, bro. And now we got to fight because now you let a nigga dick you down that good, bro. That you let him nut in you, bro.
Honestly,
what you talking
women
about?
Cheat is usually because they're going for better sex or whatever.
That's cool, but the baby came out of this, bro. You feel me? That's the life I don't have to live with. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, listen, bruh had better dick than me. I could eat that, bro.
The baby?
Bruh, a baby, though? Nah. What are you talking about, bro? Like, you sound crazy, bro. Like, I can eat, bro. Listen, nigga was piping, bro. Dap the nigga up, bro. Appreciate you, bro. Like, hey, you feel me? I need to go back to the drawing board, bro. But if a baby came out of that, bro, like the dick was that good, a baby came out of this, bro, nah, bro. Like, I mean, you can have that.
You know
nigga.
what's funny?
You can have.
You know what's funny?
What's up, bro?
It can happen with bad dick too, bro. So at the end of the
then
day,
I really be mad. You had a baby with some bad dick. You got pregnant and the dick was trash. nah, I really gotta kill you, bro. Like, nah, bro. Like, no, bro. I'm not going for that, bro. So that's just like, listen, bro. Like, cause, and I'm joking, obviously. Like, I'm whatever, right? But on a serious note, though, no, I can't do it. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, it's like you were so disrespectful that you allowed this to happen. You didn't even kill this motherfucker, bro. Like, and I say that in a harsh way, but it's the truth. You could have planned B that motherfucker, bro. If there is a doubt and you might know and you still kept the baby, like, and for whatever reason, you might enjoy the pregnancy, you might fall in love with the baby, right?
That's not fair, bro.
Why is that not fair?
Because one, in this situation, she wouldn't know. It could be yours, could not be.
Don't matter.
Okay.
Because you was already wrong from the jump. So it doesn't matter.
It happens, fam.
No, it doesn't just happen, bro.
Bro, it just happens literally every day, fam. It didn't happen. Niggas get women pregnant all the time, bro.
That's not the sex. That's not what we're talking about, Gerson.
Bro, I'm talking about sex.
We're not talking about sex, nigga.
We're talking about our significant other cheating on you.
Which happens.
Raw, and then they have a baby on you.
Yeah, those are completely different things, bro.
Like,
if you decide to keep that baby knowing there's a possibility.
You laid up nothing in somebody else.
Like, there's so many things that go into that, bro.
I understand what you're saying, but that would go back to morals and what you think, bro.
It's not about morals.
Yes, it is, man.
No, I'm talking about for me. Again, you're asking me.
Listen, I understand.
I don't give a fuck about the bitch at this point, bro. You asking me how I feel.
I got you, bro. I got you.
What you said was, would you be able to do it? I'm telling you all the reasons why I would not.
Nah, I got you, fam.
Yeah, dog.
I got you.
That's
bro.
all. And I'm giving you example after example that led me to this point, because that's basically spitting in my face, bro, without spitting in my face, bro. Like, what are you saying at that point, bro? Like, you don't have, that wasn't cheating, bro. You like this nigga, dog. Like, you feel me?
You let the nigga nut in you, and then you're gonna let me take the rap.
Yes, because you know that I'm a better provider at that point, bro. So
no, wait, that's not. Wait.
No, go ahead. No. Because they could speak to that. You can't speak to that, bro. So let the women speak to that.
Talk about dick.
No, I'm talking about the emotional attachment, though.
Yeah,
that's what we're talking about.
Because, I mean, that's how I feel. Like, I mean, you might be a type of person who like to have sex a lot, but you're not just going to let anybody nut in you or then just be fucking you raw. Because at the end of the day, there's still diseases out there. Like, shit's still real. Like, even besides getting pregnant, your health is at risk. So, I mean, I definitely agree with her. Be like, you have some emotional attachment. Like, it's more than just sex at this point if you're letting this person nut in you. And then, like you said, you didn't even have the audacity to at least motherfucking get a plan B, at least cover your tracks, something. Like, come on now. Like, you just ain't give a fuck about me at that moment. Like,
that type of stuff happens unintentionally too. Like, pre-cum, a bitch could get pregnant off that.
Yeah, but what we're saying is not about the pregnancy. It's about, you know that you're pregnant. At some point, like, okay, you got more. Unless you just have the perfect pregnancy.
You let him.
No. We're saying we're not saying. Well, oh, you're right. Just letting him.
Just fucking raw.
Fucking raw in general.
There you go. No,
just fucking raw in general. So I don't. There's no excuse for that.
Yeah, whether it's a pre-cum, why is there pre-cum anyways? Like, what is going on?
Like, what are you talking about?
To condoms, what is going on?
But what we're saying is, at that point, at some point, you know you're pregnant, right? Mm-hmm. You feel me? Now, unless you just have the perfect pregnancy where you have no morning sickness, you have no symptoms, and then out of nowhere, you fucking 4 months of your belly sore. You're like, whoa, I can't. No more abortion, right? We here. We here. I don't give a fuck. Like, dead ass, bro. Like, but the crazy part is, there's niggas who are raising kids that are not theirs. They'll never know. You feel me? And when I think of that, and the reason why I ask that, and the reason why I say it should be mandatory is because I just, it's selfish because I'm thinking of myself. Like, I'm thinking of, if I found out 18 years later this is not my kid, that shit would destroy me. Like, it's my kid. I raised this child. It's just, I wouldn't give a fuck about my relationship with the child. Like, it's never going to falter at that point. Like, I've built it. I've raised it. I've nurtured this. It's about that bitch.
But here's the thing, bro. You can't do nothing to her, dog.
What are you?
I know you want to kill her,
bro,
but you can't do anything.
What am I gonna do?
I'm going to kill you. You
Bro,
gotta die.
At that point, listen. After 18 years, you gonna go missing. That's what's gonna happen. What you mean what I'm going through?
How many times I gotta tell you, bro? Like
you took 18 years of my life.
Listen,
you
dog.
going missing for the rest of yours.
We are
got you,
self-incriminating ourselves, bro. And that's how strong I am in this, bro. I'm letting people know.
Indeed, brother.
Yeah, I'm letting people know off rip, dog. Go ahead.
Bro, listen. At the end of the day, nobody's perfect, bro. If you gonna fuck up, you gonna fuck up.
But keep it real, keep it G.
If you go, listen.
Cover
if a
your
woman
tracks.
tells me that she admits that she cheated and whatnot, more than likely I'm just gonna be like, man, fuck you and fuck all this, man. This is your problem. But at the end of the day, if you make me go 18 years, at that point, bro, when you find some shit like that out, you just go blank.
Like how you sleep at night.
Like you
every
go blank,
night,
dog. Like you just sit
next
there.
to this nigga knowing this child may not be here.
Yeah, that's
bro,
crazy.
your body goes numb. You
That's
feel
crazy.
nothing. Bro, at that point, all I'm plotting is, yo, how am I going to make this bitch disappear? Like, that's it. At
That's
that
it,
point.
bro. Like listen,
but
I feel
like-
sorry for my kids because they're gonna lose both of their parents, bro. That's just life, dog. I hope that I raise a child strong enough to deal with that.
Bro,
Bro.
hey, I'm going to let my kid know I love them, but
yeah,
she had to go.
She had to go.
She had to go, man.
He gonna see me in that orange jumpsuit.
mean,
I'm
listen,
gonna be like, my child, I apologize, but your mama had to go. Like that's just facts, bro.
Now,
Like,
I understand. I understand that energy completely, bruh. It's funny, but it's sad, dog. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
Honestly, there was a story, don't like quote me on it, but I remember like years back, I remember like reading something in the news. Like there's this man, he was with this woman for like a lot of years or whatever, and I guess they had like 6 kids together, and then all of them, either all of them or but one or maybe all of them ended up not being his kid, and I think
All
he
6
killed her.
kids. He killed her.
Yeah,
He chopped
killed
her up into pieces.
Yeah, he killed her, and it's like that 6 kids, you let this man, and none of them, it's not like, oh, half of them was his, 2 of them was his, none of the kids was his, or I think like 1 of them was his. I was like,
Nah,
wow.
I don't have kids.
See, that's why the shit like that should be ended.
I don't have kids. Kay, you have kids. Gerson, you have a kid. Herb, you have a kid on the way. We've been around kids. 1 kid. Imagine how much carnage is in your life with 1 kid. And I say that in terms of just the struggle, the finance, all that.
Exactly.
6 fucking kids, man. And not one?
yeah, that's
Was for me?
the crazy part is just like
Not one?
like the math doesn't even make sense on that, bro.
Bro, 6. Bro, you had 6 tries for a kid to be mine and we're together. not one?
Bro, the only way that makes sense to me, bro.
He had to chop her up, bro.
Nah, yeah,
That's
bro.
the only way he had. That's the only way.
I'm not, yeah, it's like, it's not funny because she had to go out like that, but that was fucked up though.
My
you know?
man needed salvation, and the only way he could was by chopping her up.
I feel so horrible just laughing, bro. But it's the truth, dog.
No, but that was fucked up what she did to him though. 6 kids, so you tricked on him millions of times, bro. Like,
Bro, do you understand? Like, to me, the only thing that makes sense is that they only had sex like 1 time a month while she was getting her back broke every day, and this nigga was like, I'm just so good at this, bro. Like, I'm just so good at getting her pregnant. We only having sex once a year, bro. And she gets pregnant every time. Like, mathematically, that doesn't make sense to me, bro. Like, it doesn't make sense, bro. Like, for real, dog. Like, real talk. Like, mathematically, that makes no sense, bro. Like, she had to only fuck this nigga once a month, dog. And he just thought his fucking sperm was that fire, bro. Like, he was hitting every single time, nigga. Deadeye, bro. Deadeye on NBA 2K, dog. Like, nah, bro. While she was getting piped.
Bro, 6.
6. Nah, yeah. I'm willing to kill you by 1. That nigga was willing to go to hell by 6, bro. It's a difference, bro. Like, it's a difference, bro.
And imagine, bro, it was 6. That means like that just has you thinking like, was it one nigga?
Yeah.
Like, did she have one nigga that was just?
It would hurt.
One nigga
It
out
would
there that's
hurt
just
more if it
fucking
was.
me?
It would hurt more if it was 1 nigga, bro. Like, that nigga that much better than me, bro. Then why you marry me, dog?
If she just didn't want to have kids with him.
Okay, all right, okay.
feel fucked up.
We need to. Okay, let's explore that. What do you mean by that?
What if she was probably dealing with him like for other reasons and she didn't want to have kids with him, and she made sure every time she got pregnant it wasn't by him.
So is that nigga? Okay, this is the only reason why I don't understand it. Like, was this nigga deformed? Was he that ugly? Because it's still.
I don't know. it could be for whatever reason. I don't know.
He's still raised. All I'm saying is he still got to raise him. So
yeah,
like,
but there's grimy bitches like that.
I understand that. All I'm saying is, was this nigga so ugly?
You're crazy.
Like, was this nigga that ugly? She was like, I like this nigga. I love this man, but I cannot have his kids.
I don't know.
His genes can't come in my body.
What would be a good reason for that? For real.
That's all I'm saying, because nothing else makes sense unless the fact that she thinks this nigga so ugly that she didn't want to see him 6 times again, bro. And her kids,
God.
bro.
I want to say maybe in her defense, like maybe she thought maybe some of them was actually his, to be real. Because if you're dealing with him, and because clearly for you to think 6 of them, y'all must have, to me, I feel like y'all must have been doing it quite often for him not to be like, this ain't my kid. Granted, or maybe, some of them kind of maybe just look like her. So maybe in her mind, she probably thought maybe at least 3-4 of them was, but she just never made sure. She's like, yeah, I don't trick him, but shit, I think that's his kids. I ain't gonna fuck it up like a dumbo. I ain't vouching for her, but maybe in her mind, I don't think she knew all 6. Maybe she ain't know all 6 of them wasn't his. Maybe she probably doubted like 2 of them. Like, I don't know. But
Whether it was one nigga for all 6 or 6 different niggas. That shit, bruh.
Yeah,
that shit never happened.
That shit never happened.
The probability, like, do you understand? That's like that. The probability of that is like worse than the fucking lotto, nigga. Like, it has to be, bruh. Like, how the fuck 6 kids? You have 6 kids and not one is yours, nigga.
No, but in this situation,
that's impossible.
No, but in this situation, what? I'm sorry. Yeah. What Kay said is that she purposely did not want his kids, dog. And that's the only thing that makes sense if you saying.
But why stay with the nigga? Because let the nigga free.
Whoa. He could be that dude that gives her everything she wants, can take care of all the kids that they have. Clearly, he had. Listen, man.
I'm not trying to hear that.
What's
man.
the difference at that point?
Sorry, bro.
All I'm saying is, what's the difference, bro? Like
she probably just really didn't love the man and just stayed for the money or whatever.
That's cool, but
and that happens.
I understand that.
Nigga, what's the popular show? Game of Thrones,
All I'm
none of the kids
right.
was his, dog.
You're right. But
it's power and shit.
All I'm saying is this is like, this nigga still gotta raise him. He still gotta be there every day, bro. Is it that you love the nigga that you were cheating on with so much that
gotta be it, bro?
Yeah, it gotta be it, bro.
It gotta be it.
Nothing else makes sense, bro. All right, man.
Wait.
Go ahead.
I wanted to talk about this.
Oh, you got a Gerson's Corner?
Well, it's connected to what we said. I just wanted to say this part.
Wait. Is this a Gerson's Corner though?
Not necessarily.
Rod, help me out. For Gerson's Corner.
All right. So, like, back to the situation at hand when I asked you to, how would you deal with it? Me personally, it wouldn't bother me because, like, at the end of the day, if I really want to be with you, I'm going to be with you. So, you have a kid, it don't matter to me. I love kids. Wish I had more. So, like, that's... But here's the thing. I, am no longer a traditional thinking man. So with that being said, like, I have no problem having a partner, a wife where, like, hey, bruh, you want to do you. You want to go have fun, all that other shit, do that. Because I definitely want to do that. If I had a girl that's like that, I would be happy. Hey, man, have fun. Oh, you got pregnant. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up, man. Come on, bro. What you doing, dog? Like, come on, dog. Why you did that to me? That's fucked up, bro. All right, whatever. Do you know who it is? Do you know the guy? Was it a one night stand? Where it happened? How it happened? Like, okay. All right. That's fucked up, though, bro. So, like, to me, thinking like that, bro, it wouldn't be an issue. I would hate for them to make it seem like it's mine, and then I find out. Because I done a lot to, like, get real calm, but I know something like that, like Cause you don't need to lie to me, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Facts. Honestly, I would stay anyway, bro. But lying to me, like that would be like, yo.
Okay, so I know this is Gerson Corner. We just let you cook, but I want to get one last thing because you bring up a good point. It's like we are telling the women in that situation, you don't got to lie to us. We prefer that you don't lie to us. We might be more inclined to work things out if you don't lie to us. But to y'all, Jesse K, and this is just y'all. You can't speak for everybody, right? You can't speak for your whole fucking gender. Why do you feel like y'all have to lie? Is the guilt that much?
Honestly, because right now I'm currently in a relationship and we're like very well. I mean, we don't go outside each other, but we really tell each other honestly. So like how Gerson is like, we're not like.
No. I'm not asking you specifically about your relationship.
Oh,
I'm
why do girls lie? Feel like they have to lie?
Because you could think like a woman. Obviously.
Because I feel like. Some people, it's like because of guilt, they feel bad. It's like they do really love that person that they're with and they don't want to mess it up. And other people, I feel like it's like three things. Like they feel guilty. Some people just ain't shit. They just heartless. Because I know some of them girl savages. I said, whoa. I'm all about girl power, do you, because I don't judge. But, there's a thin line between love and hate, fatal attraction sometimes, And then I feel like the third reason also it's just like, like some people, it's just in them, like some people are just cheaters. Like the thing is they may love their person to death, but for some reason, because everybody has, bad traits about them. Some people might lie, some people like to fight, some people alcoholics. Everybody got shit that's, that's not perfect. Some people it's just in them. They'll cheat and cheat and cheat and cheat and cheat, but they really do love the person that they with. It's just a weird. They have maybe a personality disorder.
It's a compulsion.
Yes, it's a compulsion. It's an obsession. It's an addiction. It's like when people are addicted to drugs, people are addicted to cheating. But it's like weird. I know people like that, but they'll go hard for their bitch or for their man or whatever. But for some reason they have to cheat. I just don't know what it is.
All right, and UK.
Girlfriend. Jesse said, everything Jesse said, I agree with. But I would also like to say, like, me as a person, like, personally, I don't lie about shit to niggas. I don't. Like, I don't care to lie about stuff. You know what I mean? Like, especially if we're in a talking stage, it's like, there's nothing.
No, remember, this is not about talking stage.
Oh, okay.
This is for y'all get to the point where we're gonna have a child. Like,
okay,
that's what we're talking about. That talking shit.
Okay,
He hasn't even earned your fucking what's it called? Yeah, we talking about y'all might have years in this. Like, this is a real relationship. You might have fucked up, and you went outside the relationship, and you didn't handle it how you were supposed to. Now you're pregnant, and a nigga just his spidey sense went off. You feel me? His gut feeling went off, and he came to you. And you talking about you're going to keep it 100. But we're talking about why would a woman in your situation not be truthful? Like, just speak like a woman. Like, you're a woman. Like,
I would say the number one reason would be because I wouldn't want to hurt him. That's it. And then besides that, I don't know.
Like it could be financial gain too. It's like, dang, this person bossing me up or helping me out. I know it's a lot of girls too. Like, they might be with this lame, rich ass nigga, whatever, fucking shit at him, but they cheating with some po ass fine nigga just for the dick. I seen it happen. You know what I mean? Like, for the devil dick. But they got that rich ass nigga. They sliding in the Benz or Beamer, they chilling. But he lame, though. He a square. He don't know how to pipe it up. You feel me? He don't know how to pump it up.
Y'all a trip, man. And with that, bro, we gonna go ahead and end this episode, bro. So I appreciate everybody who came and listened to the Cox Bros podcast, man. Deuces, man. Thank you, Kay. Thank you, Jesse, for giving y'all perspective. And we could probably devote a whole episode to this, man. So we'll see y'all next week, man.